Well, welcome to the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Getling and Gino Franti, where you get your daily dose of real estate market updates.
All right, this is a good update. We're going to leave this slide on for quite some time because this is what's going on in the real estate market. I know that's one of the main things we report on, but we have to report on it on a regular basis because we're going to let you know what the trend is, not what the media spins you.
Yeah, what's interesting is we're going to talk about inventory again. And I know you're probably tired of hearing about inventory, but there's nothing that controls prices of homes more than supply and demand. In fact, prices of anything, Don, not just homes.
No doubt. So you would think, oh, what kind of problem can we have? We have almost 15,000 homes sell every day at an annual rate of 5.44 million. Very strong number. But that has hurt us because now we don't have any inventory.
Right. So what we call a normal market historically over the last 40 years is a market that has 6 months worth of homes on the market at what the homes run rate is, we call it, right? How many homes will be bought off the market. Here where we live right now, what have we been averaging, Don? About 3 months?
Well, nationally we're down, here in California we're down to maybe 2.5.
It's hard. It is really hard to find a home
Nationally,
here in California.
we're at 4.2, which is one of the lowest numbers we have seen in a long, long time.
And it's been under 6 months, which is the marker since August of 2012, Don. So for a long time now, this has been a seller's market. I think it's going to get a little better.
I think so too.
Right now is a good time. Between October and January, there's a little more inventory.
Yep.
The sellers that need to sell during this time of year actually need to sell, so they're not as finicky with their purchase price.
And the buyers that want to buy really want to buy, so that's good for the sellers. You don't have as many looky-loos.
Yep.
So now is actually a really good time, and you can see by the lower maps, basically the left side is buyer demand. You can see how hot it is. And to the right is your supply. You can see that certain states have very little supply. I mean, you're looking at California, Montana, I mean, all the East Coast. I mean, there's a lot of areas that really have very weak supply.
In a very oversimplified fashion, if you just look at these two maps down at the bottom, and if your supply is less than your demand, prices will continue to rise.
That's right. So now I think they will stabilize a little bit because there comes a point where we do have some price push, meaning you're just going to get to a point where resistance. Thank you.
Yep.
Incomes don't rise as much as housing, but we had to catch up. But just so you know, when they say, oh, we just caught up to 2006 numbers. That's right. 2006 numbers nationally is where we're at.
And if you watched the show a few days ago, you'll know that if you inflation adjust it, we're still not back at new peaks. So we still project another 15% gains nationwide over the next few years, assuming the economy continues to clip away the way it is.
So it's still a great time to buy, especially with rates being at near all-time lows. But if you heard our previous clips, you're going to know that rates could start inching their way up. So now's the time to take action. You heard it right here on the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Getling and Gino Franti. Please get these sent to your phone daily by texting NREC to the number 58885.
And if you missed any of these clips, go to donandgino.com and you can get them right there.